Mike Gamble from the Stock Car Spectacle here, and as you guys know, we're going back to racing this Sunday at Darlington Speedway. So, with that being said, it's time for another edition of the Gambler's Picks. Before we get into the picks though, first and foremost, I want you guys to go ahead and check out our Darlington race preview show that'll be coming out in the next day or so here. We were lucky enough to have our good friend Connor Bunn from the For the Lead podcast on with us this week. Connor always adds a bunch of insight and is a lot of fun to have on the show, and we always enjoy having him on. So if you guys are listening, I'd really love you guys to show Connor and the For the Lead podcast some love. Their podcast is in influx right now, so we're not really sure what's going to happen with them in the future. They are trying to keep the show going, so I'd really love it if you guys could show them some support right now. And then second thing, as we're getting into our picks here, guys, you know, this is a really abnormal race. We're not going to have any practice, any qualifying. The first laps these guys are turning back, and these cars are under green flag conditions. So with that being said, really make these picks at your own caution. We really don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to do the best I can to give you guys some insight as to what may or may not happen on Sunday, but who really knows? It's going to be really hard to tell, almost like a Daytona or a Talladega. Anything and everything can happen in these kind of races. We just don't know. So, with that being said, let's get into the picks. So, something we did talk about in that race preview show, I should say, that I'd kind of like to touch on again here. There's not going to be any practice. There's not going to be any qualifying. Again, the first time these guys are getting in the car will be green flag conditions. So with that being said, I think this race heavily favors veterans. I think a veteran driver that's been around, that also has a veteran crew chief, going to give them the best chance to run up front and run well all day. Those kind of guys, you know, they're going to be able to set up the car to the best of their ability from the thousands and thousands of laps they've already turned at Darlington in their careers. I think the veterans have a distinct advantage over the rookies and the younger drivers in this scenario. With that being said, I look at guys like Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, both coming in at 9-2. They are your favorites, and you know I'm not one who likes to play the favorites, but at the same time, in a situation like this, I think it makes a lot of sense. Other than that, Brad Keselowski coming in at 8-1. He's starting on the pole. I know they did have a crew chief swapperoo over there at Penske Racing, obviously, but Brad's a veteran, and Brad has gotten it done here at Darlington in the past, so I always look for him to be fast here. Another guy, if you're looking for a little better value, I really like Denny Hamlin here, coming in at 17-2 or plus 850, whichever way you want to look at it. Here's a guy who's been fast. Before the coronavirus pandemic started, he was really hot and running this year, winning the Daytona 500 and looking really good. 17-2, I think, is good value for this guy, and I think he's had a good career at Darlington as well. He's won before here, so I look for him to be fast, and he's my certified pick at plus 850 or 17-2 to be your best value play. With that being said, if you're looking for a little longer odds than that, like I said, I do think it's going to come down to a veteran, and these kind of races without any practice or anything like that, they do have a kind of a susceptibility to some wonkiness and some craziness. So if you're looking for a longer shot pick, I'd really like to play a Jimmy Johnson here. He's coming in at 28-1. This track is tough. This track is really tough on drivers, on tires. You have to be disciplined. You have to save your equipment for the end of the race. Who better to do that than a guy like a Jimmy Johnson if you're looking for long odds? I really look for him to be fast here. I really look for him to have a chance at the end. He knows what it takes to get it done here. He knows what it takes to save your equipment. So if you're looking for a long play, I do like Jimmy Johnson. So with that being said, guys, this is going to be another edition of the Gambler's Picks. Like I said, if you're looking to put your money on somebody, I think the veterans are the way to go. I also think the Toyotas have been faster the last couple years, so I like Kyle Busch a lot. I really like Denny Hamlin here. He is my certified pick this week. So again, guys, show some For the Lead podcast some love. Thanks again to Connor Bunn for coming on the Stock Car Spectacle race preview show. Be sure to check that out. Be sure to follow us on all our socials, on Twitter, on Instagram. Check us out at Stock Car Spectacle. Follow us and subscribe on YouTube. Watch our shows. We'll see you guys next time. Hope it's a great race and glad to be back to racing. Take it easy, guys.